It is Stacy and Hutch Say Too Much, broadcasting from the Minnesota State Fair one more time. Thanks for coming out, if everyone's come out, as we do the podcast brought to you by Mattress Galaxy. We have a friend with us, Stace. And this friend, we forced himself on him, because he does trivia over at O'Shaughnessy Distilling Company.
Mm-hmm. As the shirt says.
Look
exactly.
at that.
Great for the audio form, I believe.
Yes. Well, we're doing video too, so we encourage people to.
But there's a lot of people who actually recognize you before the trivia thing because you're all over TikTok.
I try.
You're
I try
the
to
TikTok 1 minute tour guy.
Yeah. Every day I do a 1 minute history of Minnesota, and here at the State Fair.
I'm going to take this off for you. Ooh. There you go.
And here at the State Fair, I've been doing 4 videos a day minimum. And I've just found myself this morning with way too much content. So today it's like 10 videos. So.
Wow. How long does it take you to do a video, by the way? We'll talk about what you do on the videos,
sure.
But how long does it take you? Because it's a 1 minute video.
Well, it's the whole format is developed around the form of TikTok, and then it's kind of expanded across Facebook, Instagram, and the rest. But the idea is that it's only a minute. I don't need that much content, so it doesn't take very long is the answer. I figure out a place I want to go to, and then I go on Google, and I find whatever interesting stuff that sticks out in my head. And as a tour guide for 10 years, I think I've developed a bit of a knack for finding interesting stories and interesting information. And so probably about 10 minutes of research and about 2 minutes of filming. I'm a one-and-done, one-shot kind of guy.
Tell us where people find you so they know what to look up.
Sure. 1 minute tours. That's my handle on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the things.
So these 1 minute tours, they're not just of St. Paul or Minneapolis, where you do a lot of walking tours, correct?
Yep.
And those last hours.
Yeah, I've been a professional tour guide for over a decade. I've given tours in over 30 countries in the world. I started my career on a bus with a microphone just like this, and gave tours across Europe.
He used to go, and to your left, we have
exactly
the
me.
Mona Lisa where she's housed, which is a art museum. To your right, we have a...
You're more accurate than you realize.
They were boring. The bus tours were kind of boring.
I gave a Paris boring bus tour, absolutely. But the skill I developed is that when I was on the bus, the light was going to turn green and we had to go. And so I had to figure out how to get that content in. And yeah, I do footage around Minnesota. I'm actually heading to Australia next week. And so I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff in Australia as well. And I try to get some regional Minnesota. Whenever I travel anywhere, I do histories. I think that the world is filled with fascinating histories, and we need to know more about them.
What is, let's talk about business. How much do you get paid by TikTok for going viral or
Is
Instagram?
That a rude question?
I like that question. I get paid millions and millions of likes. Likes are my currency.
Ooh, we all get paid on likes.
But no, I'm not.
Because people wonder, when you go viral or you have a ton of views and they see that and they go, that person must be making money. But it's actually not true.
No, I mean, it's actually kind of a good opportunity to mention this. I started this thing to promote my walking tour business, but it hasn't really turned into bookings on my walking tours, and it's kind of outpaced my walking tour business. It's getting a lot more exposure. I've been invited to places like this to talk in the media, and so I am trying to figure out how to make some money out of this thing. So if you guys want to hire me, please, I'm all ears.
I have like 100 views. I don't have much. I think
Book a walking tour with John.
Right.
Call
or
email.
My walking tour company is Depot Adventures. They can just Google me, Depot Adventures, like a bus depot. But really what I'm looking to have people do is go to my website, which is 1minutetours.com, and invite me to other places. Because my goal right now is just being able to continue doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to run out of ideas. And so
we should have him do a 1 minute tour of our building.
Yes.
That might be fun.
It'd be pretty cool because there's a lot of history there. So
that we don't know.
Yeah.
I've done a little bit on the KSTP complex and where the call signs come from, how the K's and the W stations depend on what side of the Mississippi you're from. So I've done a little bit on it, but I've never done anything on radio, this interesting medium.
Stacey and I were talking the other day is that, she's lived in this area forever. I was down in Mankato. You do a ton of 1 minute tours down there.
But I'm from there.
Yeah. I'm sure we ran into each other, didn't know it.
Right.
But one thing we always talk about is that when we watch your videos, there's a lot of stuff that people think they know or they think they've heard before, but there's a lot of history people don't know, even in towns they live. So they think, I'm not going to do a walking tour because I live here. Why would I do that? But they actually should. There's a lot of interesting facts.
A great example is just down the road from here. We've got the Minnesota State Fair Grandstand, which the State Fair has been on these grounds since the 1880s. So there's going to be some crazy history going on there. And we all have that experience at the grandstands, but we never think, well, what are the stories we have from before? I did a bit of research, and it's going to get a bit dark. But in 1953, we had the last aerial acrobatic show here at the Minnesota State Fair. And the reason for that is it was a wing walker disaster. 26,000 people in attendance. A 17-year-old girl named Kitty Middleton was going on walking the wings of this plane. Her 27-year-old pilot purposefully stalls the engine for the big finale. The plane starts going right towards the ground. At the last minute, he pulls out to have the big finish, but he doesn't turn the engine on fast enough. And the plane barrels into the ground, explodes in a giant fireball, instantly kills the pilot in front of 26,000 people.
Wow.
Kitty Middleton was not killed because she was flung from the airplane away from the wreckage. She died later in hospital, sadly. But this traumatized people to watch her body be taken away to hospital. And as a result, no more aerial shows here at the State Fair.
Wow.
Must have been so awful.
Right?
Yeah.
So they're like, let's not do that again.
Yeah, maybe not. I think the most recent death here at the State Fair was 2002 at a demolition derby. And so we're on a good streak now. We have the sign.
Well, then they don't do
of days.
demolition derbies either
Right?
anymore.
Yeah, nothing
Number of
dangerous.
days without an accident. We can put the big number on that sign.
And Stacy and I are here so often, we almost kill each other.
And that's the only dangerous thing we've had happen here.
It's a small booth. I've seen the booth you guys are in.
Yeah.
So, apparently the best place to go to the bathroom at the State Fair.
Oh, God.
Is that true?
This is important to know.
Yes.
I know. I said it, and I didn't really think through the ramifications of telling everyone on your social media feed when you have millions of views.
Now it's probably not
where
the
you go
best?
to the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's
Now
not
it's
the
not
best
the
anymore.
hidden. Yeah.
I shared a location with the friends. And when do you have time on your phone at the State Fair? It's when you're on the toilet.
Right.
And so I shared and he immediately texted back and said, "I know what you're doing." So I'll tell you because I've already blown my cover. It's the big where the big horse exhibitions are, the Coliseum building. They have a bathroom attendant on all day long there. It's not as high traffic. That is the bathroom to go
Well,
to.
it wasn't as high traffic.
Yeah, I know. I've killed. The worst one to go to is the beer garden. That's my least
Oh, I'm
favorite.
sure.
Don't go to that
Well,
one.
Stacy and I were walking in, and we were like, I'm like, Stacy, I gotta go to the bathroom. And she's like, go next to the reptile place. And I go, I hate snakes. And so I'm like, I had to do it because I had to go.
It
But
was the closest one from where we get dropped off.
It was for
Making
sure.
some hot snakes in the bathroom over there, huh?
Yeah, but
He's funny too.
it was number one. All right, so let's talk about where you've been, what you've been doing. You've been to Paris, you've been to Australia. You're going to Australia, you said. How much knowledge do you have to spend studying to do a tour?
Yeah, because you're going to Australia. You've never been there before, or you've
I actually lived there for 6
Oh,
years.
okay, so you already
so
know some stuff. But if
I've
you're
got
going,
some-
I mean, how do you get hired? I mean, does someone just go, we know a guy who does tours? Well, let's call up John. He knows the stuff about the tour.
Is that your Australian accent?
That
I
is
think
my
that's French.
Paris
Was that
one.
French?
That
Oh.
was my French.
Yeah, okay.
That's my Paris talk.
Now do
Give me some
Australian.
work.
Do Australian. She's very good at this.
I can't.
Oh, mate.
No.
I can't
That's
do it. I can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Such an obvious.
Shrimp on the barbie.
Oh, I love Olivia Newton-John.
Wow, too soon.
Oh,
Way
that
too
wasn't an
soon.
Olivia Newton-John joke.
Rest in peace.
Can't take you anywhere.
Rest in peace.
So
well,
the studying is how long?
Look, I don't need to get hired by anyone. That was your question, is how do I get hired? I just can study really quickly in about 10 minutes and then do a video and then hopefully figure it out. My big goal is there's a guy on PBS. Do you guys know who Rick Steves is?
Oh, yeah.
I've heard of him, yeah.
So Rick Steves is like a legend of travel
Yeah.
TV shows on PBS, and he's traveled the world. He's kind of this old geeky guy, and he does 30-minute television shows, but
Yeah.
the fact of the matter is young people don't watch 30-minute television shows anymore. They watch short-form video. And so my idea is I can be Rick Steves to the next generation. So my goal...
Cooler.
Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, I can get the.
I was
cool
thinking
points
more
in.
Samantha Brown, but
Yeah.
whatever. She
Yeah,
was,
man.
She was my favorite.
Whatever name you want to throw at me. We've got now Stanley Tucci doing a CNN thing as well, but it's all for the geriatric crowd. We need a younger travel professional in the media, I think.
So your tour here in the Twin Cities is a walking tour?
Yeah, so I have a 3-hour walking tour I give of St. Paul called
3 hours of walking.
Well, we stop for a
I don't
beer.
do that in a day.
It includes a stop for a beer. It includes a coffee. There's sitting. There's learning. There's laughing.
So it
all
doesn't
that stuff.
feel like it's and it's
I
not
think-
constantly walking.
I mean, Hutch, I think you're gonna like the afternoon tour better. That's booze makes history better. And that's more your
She'll
speed.
love that
I
one.
like that
Yeah.
one
I'll
already.
I'll drive her home.
That's an afternoon tour. That's going to 4 of the best bars in the Twin Cities, talking about history, but over a drink or 4.
Or more.
I like
more.
it.
Or more. Yes. Well, thank you for coming out again. Plug your stuff one more time.
Oh, yeah, OneMinuteTours.com. Please invite me along. Follow me on 1 Minute Tours on any social media platform, and book my walking tours here in the Twin Cities at DepotAdventures.com.
And by the way, this is great. Like, if you have family coming into town,
Yes.
do it with them, because they're going to learn so much about where you live, and you're going to learn something too. So,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it'll be
All right,
just a fun
there you go.
thing.
Well,
Or
thanks.
just make friends with John, and then you'll never have anyone
right.
come to town that you'll have to entertain.
and we do
Drinking
see
buddies.
John once a month at O'Shaughnessy Distilling Company.
Yep. I host trivia for Trivia Mafia.
But you do
over
it
there.
every week.
Yeah.
I do it twice a week. I do it at Shamrocks. O'Shaughnessy. Trivia Mafia is my company. We do like hundreds of trivia gigs around the state. So you just go to triviamafia.com.
All right.
And find gigs there.
I know you got to get out and do some videos, so thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you very much. Appreciate it.
Stacy's going to tell us all about Mattress Galaxy right now.
Yes, I am. Mattress Galaxy has several locations. There's one in Hudson. There's one in Hastings. There's New Richmond, and a new one now in Woodbury. It's right off 94, next to the water tower. Make sure you take the elevator up to the top floor, and it's a brand new location, beautiful. And I just got my new my new platform for my Tempur-Pedic bed. I just love it. All the cool bells and whistles. And the nice thing that I love about Mattress Galaxy is they are education based. They are not commissioned, which is such a relief, because when you go into a store where they've got commission, they're sort of on you a little bit, and you feel so self-conscious, like they're going to talk me into something, and it's just sort of an awkward feeling, and you feel like you have to protect yourself from overspending. And I did not feel that way there, and it was very nice and refreshing. And I just felt like, okay, when I'm ready to buy, they're ready to help me. And I went there on a Saturday late, and it was set up, and I was able to have it in my house ready to go, and before I went to work on Monday. So that was really nice. And also, they will help you figure out what's wrong with whatever's happening in your sleep world. If you're having a hard time staying asleep, they'll help you understand maybe why that is happening and pick out the right bed for you.
And by the
But yours is broken. It's broken. This is broken.
We're going to try. There we go.
That works.
This one works. By the way, Stacy lives downtown Minneapolis if you want to try the bed out. She's got a nice, apparently it's really good.
Well, if it doesn't work for you too, they have a 90-day thing where they can help you switch it around if it doesn't work for you, and it won't cost you anything extra.
All right. Guess what it's time for? Pass or play.
Pass or play. We're gonna play pass or play.
We got to really figure that
Yeah,
out.
we got to move on.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, it's really embarrassing.
People are leaving. They're leaving.
They're leaving the fair.
I feel better about. By the way, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be back. I feel a little
this is
bit.
Ross.
I should look this way too. By the way, I feel a little bit better about this week's pass or play because we won't be rushed off of a stage because of gale force winds and hurricane-like weather.
And hopefully drunk people won't be yelling at us.
So
We'll see. That was weird last
That was
time.
weird, yeah. All right, what you got, Ross?
For the passerbys, pass or play sets up like this. We should do this again. I give a question. One of these two lovelies decides if they want to pass or play that question. Oh, thank you. That way you can't see the
I feel weird.
can't see the answers.
Check. There we go.
And if they get the question right, if they choose to play it, if they get the question right, they get a point. If they pass it and the person gets it wrong, they also get a point. All-time stats, Hutch now leads again 9-7. But Stacy,
Okay.
you have done a wonderful job.
Well, I thank you
Closing
for
the
placating
gap.
my ego.
I'm going to need you guys to just promise me you're not looking at the questions
No, I
because
won't
I
look.
need
I
to
don't
kind of
cheat.
look at the camera.
Stacy goes
I
first.
can't read it from here anyway.
Are you ready for your
Yes.
topics to choose from? Science rules. Withers or won't you choose this category? Ronald McDonald fun fact. Let's get weird. And sports ball. Those are your 5 topics to choose from.
Stace can go first.
Let's get weird.
Let's get weird. In the upcoming biopic of Weird Al Yankovic, who plays the weird one?
Oh, I know this.
Is it
I don't.
A, Justin Bieber, B, Zac Efron, C, Daniel Radcliffe, or D, Harry Styles?
I don't
Pass or play?
know. He says he does know.
But do I? Was I kidding?
That's what I was thinking.
But do I?
Okay. Quickly give me the choices again.
The choices are Justin Bieber,
No.
Zac Efron, Daniel Radcliffe, or Harry Styles.
I'll
Who-
say Daniel Radcliffe.
You're going to lock in Daniel Radcliffe. Guess what?
Yeah.
That is
You're right,
correct.
yeah.
Yay.
I forgot who told me that, but someone told me. I thought it was you.
So you knew that?
I did know that one.
Good.
Yeah. Yep.
The movie comes to theaters near you on Friday, November 8th in the United States of America.
I will miss it.
Oh, why will you be?
I don't like Weird Al.
What?
Oh, I thought you were going to be gone, so I'm
Wow.
going to tell you something about that in November.
Okay.
You don't like Weird Al?
No.
What is wrong with you?
Anyone that says they like Weird Al, question their morals.
If
You've
you-
never met him. He's actually very delightful.
I'm sure he's a nice guy, but
If you haven't seen Weird Al live, pay whatever it takes to see him live. It's an incredible show.
all right, you can pay whatever it takes for me.
Your 4 categories left, Hutch.
I'll do sports ball.
You'll do sports ball.
Sports ball.
Okay.
Sportings.
Prior to MNUFC joining the MLS for its inaugural season in 2017, the last men's team to join a professional league at the highest level of competition in Minnesota was A, the Minnesota Timberwolves, B, the St. Paul Saints, or C, the Minnesota Wild.
See, but are you counting the Wild when they rebranded from the North Stars?
I am, yes.
I'm going to say the Wild.
Okay, that is correct. We're tied
Damn.
at 1.
Sports games.
I know sports.
Sports
Stacy,
games. Okay.
science rules. Withers or won't you choose this category? Ronald McDonald fun fact.
I'll go with science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy ran for 5 seasons from 1993 to 1998. Bill Nye the Science Guy. During that time period, how many Emmys did the show win? Was it A, 18, B, 15, C, 10, or D, 6? Pass or play?
I'm going to pass because there's too many to choose from.
I think, I don't know, 18 seems a lot for 5 seasons. I don't know what they win. They didn't win in costuming. They didn't win in makeup. I'm going to go with 6. I'm going to go 6 is my answer.
You're going to go with 6, and Stacy takes the lead. Believe it or not, Hutch, 18 Emmy Awards.
Strategy.
Which
Strategy wins
included
again.
Outstanding Children's Series, Outstanding Writing in a Children's
Okay, Ross,
Series.
don't read all 18,
You're a
please.
nerd.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to do Wither or Won't They Take This, whatever.
Withers or won't you choose this category? Before becoming famous for hits such as Lean on Me, Ain't No Sunshine When Hutch is Gone, and many more,
Bill Withers.
Bill Withers served in this branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. Was it A, the Army, B, the Coast Guard, C, the Space Force, or D, the Navy? Pass or play?
I'm going to play. I'm going to say
Ain't
Coast
no
Guard.
Sunshine. You're going to go with Coast Guard.
Yes, sir.
And it's 2-1 Stacy at the moment,
Yeah.
correct? Stacy has won the game.
Ah.
Bill Withers served in the Navy from 1956 to 1965.
I knew
Stacy
it was the same
draws
thing.
within 1 again at 9-8
within
in the
1.
all-time standings of Pass or Play, available on YouTube or wherever you find folks get your podcasts.
All right, there you go. We're not going to do snack chat today because I'm out of money for the fair.
And I have no more room for food. No
You need
more.
a snack? Go get one.
Yes, go find one wherever you're at. That's Stacy and Hutch Say Too Much, brought to you by Mattress Galaxy. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.